Welcome back, coin collectors and history buffs. You are watching Rare Coins videos. Today we're diving into a seemingly simple coin, the 2013 1-cent penny, and discovering why some pennies like this can be worth far more than their face value, sometimes fetching staggering prices that collectors dream about. We're talking potential values that could make this humble coin worth thousands, or even millions, of dollars in certain circumstances. Alright, before we jump into why a 2013 penny could have such a high value, let's quickly go over the history of the US 1-cent coin. The US Mint has been producing pennies since 1793, evolving over time from large copper coins to the smaller, more familiar coins we use today. The design changed several times, from the original large cent to the flying eagle, then the Indian head, and finally to the Lincoln design, which first appeared in 1909. In 1982, the Mint even switched from using copper to a zinc-coated copper structure to reduce costs. So, today's pennies are mostly zinc, with only a thin layer of copper. Now, here we are in 2013. And while these pennies look ordinary, collectors know that rarity, condition, and unique features could mean a significant increase in value. So, why would a 2013 penny be worth more than face value? The answer lies in three main factors: condition, rarity, and errors. Let's break each of these down. First, condition. Coin collectors, also known as numismatists, place a lot of importance on a coin's condition. Coins that are in mint state, which means they have no scratches, stains, or wear, are often worth more. The best grade is MS 70, meaning perfect, and these coins can attract a lot of interest. Even small blemishes can affect value, so collectors look for pristine coins. If you have a 2013 penny that's been barely touched, it could be worth far more than just 1 cent to the right buyer. Next, let's talk about rarity. Although billions of pennies were produced in 2013, some specific batches are rarer than others. The Philadelphia and Denver mints both produce them, but certain limited-run designs or uncirculated coins hold extra value. For example, coins produced in low quantities can automatically make a coin more valuable simply because they're harder to find. And within each year, there are always unique characteristics that can drive demand for collectors. Now, this is a big one: error coins. Sometimes, mistakes happen during the minting process, and these errors are gold to collectors. Misstrikes, off-center prints, and double dies are all examples of errors that can make a 2013 penny worth way more than 1 cent. If you come across a 2013 penny with unusual features, like doubling on Lincoln's face or text, it's time to pay attention. Some error coins have been auctioned off for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their uniqueness and demand. Now, let's talk about real-world examples. A few unique 2013 pennies have actually sold at auction for astonishing prices. For example, an exceptionally rare 2013 penny with a unique error could be valued in the hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on demand among collectors. So, where does this $28 million penny myth come from? Here's the deal. While there's no known 2013 penny worth $28 million, it stems from misunderstandings around coin values and the exceptional prices fetched by rare coins. Take the 1943 copper penny, for example. Some of these fetched over $1 million because they were mistakenly struck in copper rather than the intended steel during World War II. While a 2013 penny hasn't yet reached these astronomical values, the idea is that coins with unique errors or unusual minting features from any year can have incredible value. If you have 2013 pennies lying around, here are some steps to see if they're worth more than a cent. First, look for errors. Check for doubling, off-center strikes, or anything unusual about the design. Next, check the condition. Are there scratches, wear marks, or any signs of circulation? Finally, consider getting it graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. So, while it's unlikely you'll find a 2013 penny worth $28 million, there's still a chance that a unique penny from this year could be worth much more than face value. Keep your eyes open for high-grade coins, errors, or any unusual features, and you might just strike gold. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content on rare coins and valuable finds. Who knows, maybe the next video will help you find something worth big money. Until next time, happy hunting. Next, 1999 1 cent United States of America. Today, we're diving into the world of the 1999 Lincoln penny, the story, the rare finds, and what makes some of these coins incredibly valuable. Our story begins with the iconic Lincoln penny, first minted in 1909 to honor the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, this coin has become one of America's most recognizable symbols. Fast forward to 1999, and the Lincoln penny was still going strong, with billions minted each year. But what's so special about this penny from 1999? Let's find out. In 1999, the U.S. Mint produced billions of these pennies across its facilities. These pennies feature the classic Lincoln bust on the front and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the back. Although most of these coins are only worth a penny, some are hiding surprising secrets that collectors are willing to pay big bucks for. So, what makes a 1999 Lincoln penny valuable? Let's talk about rare varieties and errors. In 1999, the Mint accidentally produced a small number of coins with striking errors or unique characteristics, which have now become prized by collectors. Some of these errors include off-center strikes, double dies, and other manufacturing quirks. One of the most well-known 1999 errors is the wide AM penny. For those new to coin collecting, AM refers to the space between the letters A and M in America on the reverse side of the coin. While most pennies minted in 1999 have the letters almost touching, a few have a slightly wider gap between them, making them a rare variety. The 1999 wide AM penny can sell for $500 to over $1,000 if it's in mint condition, and even used coins can fetch around $50. This type of error wasn't supposed to exist, which makes it rare and valuable to collectors. The next big factor is the condition or grade of the coin. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being absolutely perfect and uncirculated. If you have a 1999 penny in near-perfect condition, its value could skyrocket, especially if it has a rare error like the wide AM. In fact, one of these pennies in top condition could easily fetch several $1,000s at auction. Believe it or not, some lucky collectors have seen their 1999 pennies sell for thousands in auctions. But how high can prices really go? In rare cases, the right error in near-perfect condition can fetch an astronomical price. While it might not be common for 1999 pennies to hit those heights, the right combination of rarity and condition has occasionally led to some jaw-dropping sales. Wondering if your penny might be valuable? Start by checking the AM spacing on the back. If it's a wide AM variety, then you've got a good chance it's worth more than face value. Also, examine the coin for any unusual marks, doubling, or other irregularities. The smallest detail can sometimes mean big money. Now, here's the exciting part: these rare 1999 pennies can sometimes be found in your everyday change. Collectors often say that coin hunting is like a treasure hunt, and who wouldn't want to find treasure right in their pocket? While finding a valuable penny might be rare, the thrill of the hunt keeps collectors coming back. At the end of the day, the average 1999 penny is worth just 1 cent. However, a few lucky coins could bring in hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their rarity and condition. The market for rare coins fluctuates, and values can change over time, so if you find a valuable one, it might be worth holding on to. So, here's what to remember: while the 1999 penny is generally common, a few rare versions have made waves in the collecting world. Look for those wide AM varieties, keep an eye on the condition, and don't forget that the smallest errors can sometimes mean the biggest payouts. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the fascinating world of the 1999 Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with anyone who might have a penny jar sitting at home. Who knows, you might just help someone find a small fortune. Happy hunting! Next, 2015 1 cent. Today, we're diving into the mysterious world of rare coins. And we're not just talking about any coin here, we're talking about a 2015 United States 1-cent coin that could be worth, hold your breath, $39 million. That's right, one single penny potentially worth a fortune. Intrigued? Let's jump into the fascinating history, why this penny could be so valuable, and everything else you need to know. Let's start with the basics. Most of us don't give a second thought to a penny, right? But certain coins can carry massive value because of rare errors, unique designs, or minting flaws. The 2015 1-cent coin we're focusing on today is no ordinary penny. While its face value is just a cent, this coin has managed to capture the attention of collectors everywhere. In 2015, the U.S. Mint produced millions of these pennies with Abraham Lincoln's familiar portrait on the obverse side and the Union Shield on the reverse. This design has been the standard since 2010, but there's something about some of the 2015 pennies that makes them stand out. Spoiler alert, it's not their looks, so, what makes this coin so special? Well, just like with most rare coins, the value often comes from errors, low production numbers, or even a unique historical context. Let's talk about why some of these pennies from 2015 have been valued so highly. Minting errors are a collector's jackpot. These can include things like double strikes, off-center misprints, or die errors. Coins with these kinds of minting mistakes are much rarer because they're usually caught by the mint and destroyed. However, a few do manage to slip through, and that's what happened with a limited batch of 2015 pennies. Some of these pennies feature unique errors, making them incredibly rare. For example, one rare version of the 2015 penny has a double strike, where the image on the coin appears twice. Others might have specific die cracks or other slight variations that make them different from the rest of the 2015 batch. These subtle differences can drive the price way up, sometimes reaching as high as $50,000 at auction. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Can a 2015 penny really be worth $39 million? That figure has circulated online, creating a lot of buzz. But is it true? The reality is, this staggering price tag is a bit exaggerated. However, it has a basis in the world of rare coin valuation. Some online sources and social media posts have claimed certain 2015 pennies with errors could reach values in the millions, especially if only one or two are found with a unique, unseen error. But most experts suggest a more realistic price for a rare, error-laden 2015 penny is in the thousands, not millions. So, while it's unlikely that your 2015 penny is worth $39 million, it's not impossible that certain rare variants could fetch a surprising price if they're verified as one of a kind. This number of $39 million may come from the combined value of all rare pennies, or just speculation that's blown a bit out of proportion. But still, even if it's not quite $39 million, a few $1,000s for a penny is nothing to sneeze at. Okay, now that we've debunked the $39 million myth a bit, let's get to the practical part. How can you know if your penny is one of these valuable rare finds? First, grab a magnifying glass and a good light. You'll need to closely examine your 2015 penny. Look for anything that seems off, such as doubling on the letters or numbers, an off-center strike, or any unusual marks. If you spot something unusual, the next step is to have it authenticated. You can send it to a professional grading service, like the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These companies can tell you if your penny has a rare error and assign it a grade, which will affect its value. So, while your 2015 penny might not be a golden ticket to $39 million, it's still worth taking a closer look. You might be sitting on a valuable piece of history without even realizing it. Rare coins like these remind us that history can hold hidden value, and sometimes, a small mistake or a unique variation can turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. So, keep an eye on your change, and maybe, just maybe, you'll uncover a rare piece of American history. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on rare coins, collectibles, and all things valuable. And who knows? Maybe you'll be the one to find the next hidden gem in the world of coins. Next, 1989 1 cent United States of America. Today, we're focusing on a coin you may see every day, the 1989 Lincoln cent, also known as the 1 cent coin. While it may look like just another penny, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. In fact, some rare varieties have collectors willing to pay thousands, or even millions, for them. So, let's find out how to spot these rare pennies, learn about their history, and discover what makes them so valuable. First, a bit of history. The 1989 Lincoln cent, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, was produced in the United States Mint during the presidency of Ronald Reagan and George H. W. Bush. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent has been in production since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin series in American history. The 1989 penny is especially notable because it was struck using copper-plated zinc, a material that became standard after the U.S. Mint shifted away from primarily copper cents in 1982. This transition saved money, but also made the penny lighter, as the zinc core weighs less than the original copper. But here's what's really interesting: while most of these pennies are only worth 1 cent, certain errors and varieties from 1989 have captured the interest of collectors, and some are worth serious money. So, what makes a 1989 penny valuable? The answer often lies in what we call error coins. These are coins that have been misstruck in some way during the minting process. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for these rare coins because they're unique and often represent mistakes that slipped through quality control. There are a few types of errors to look out for. This is when a coin is struck twice with slight variations, creating a doubled image. A 1989 penny with a double die on the obverse or reverse can be worth a small fortune. This occurs when the coin is not aligned properly with the die, resulting in a partial image. Even minor off-center strikes can boost a coin's value, and the more extreme the error, the higher the price. In rare cases, a 1989 penny may have been struck on a different planchet, meaning a blank meant for a different coin, or may contain a small amount of copper in the zinc alloy, which adds to its value. Striking errors can vary widely, from small die cracks to noticeable misalignments. These aren't as rare as some other types of errors, but in high-quality conditions, they can still attract collector interest. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1989 penny? Start by carefully examining the coin with a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. You'll want to focus on a few key areas. Look closely at the date, especially around the 1, 8, 9, and the mint mark. If you notice any doubling or unusual features, you could be looking at a rare double die error. Is the coin off-center, or does it have any noticeable gaps or doubling on the edges? Misaligned strikes are also a sign of value. The majority of 1989 pennies are zinc-plated copper, but if yours seems heavier or lighter, it might be worth weighing. Coins with incorrect material can be incredibly rare. Now for the fun part, let's talk about how much these rare coins can be worth. While most 1989 pennies are worth, well, 1 cent, coins with significant errors or unusual features have sold for thousands of dollars. In rare cases, a unique penny could even fetch millions. One notable example is a rare 1989 double die penny that sold for over $10,000 at auction. For collectors, finding an error or variety in mint condition is like striking gold. And remember, these values only increase over time as the rarity of these coins becomes more apparent. But here's the thing, condition matters. Coins that have been well preserved, ideally in mint state, will command the highest prices. Even minor scuffs or signs of wear can affect the value, so if you suspect you have a rare 1989 penny, handle it carefully and consider getting it professionally graded. If you think you found a valuable 1989 penny, the next step is to have it graded by a professional coin grading service. Grading services like PCGS can authenticate and assign a grade to your coin, which gives it more credibility and helps determine its market value. Grading takes into account the coin's overall condition, color, luster, and any unique characteristics. Once graded, your coin will be encapsulated in a plastic case for protection, ensuring it remains in top condition for years to come. Before we wrap up, here's a quick recap. While most 1989 pennies are worth just a cent, certain varieties and errors have made a few of them extremely valuable. From doubled die errors to off-center strikes, these rare coins can be worth thousands of dollars, with the highest auction records reaching into the millions. So, don't overlook those pennies in your change jar. Take the time to check them carefully. You never know when you might strike it rich with a rare error coin. And if you're serious about collecting, get yourself a magnifying glass, and keep learning about what makes each year's pennies unique. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of the 1989 penny. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more coin collecting tips and history. Let us know in the comments if you found any interesting coins recently. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and remember, sometimes, treasure is hidden in plain sight. Next, 2001 1 cent United States of America. Today, we're diving into an incredible story about a humble 2001 penny that could be worth big money. Yes, you heard that right, a single 2001 penny. While most people overlook these small coins, certain ones could be worth a lot more than just 1 cent. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, stick around, because we'll cover everything from the fascinating history behind these coins, to specific traits you should look for, and why some of these pennies could fetch tens of thousands, even millions, of dollars on the collector's market. First, let's talk a little about the history. The penny we're focusing on today is officially called the 2001 Lincoln Memorial Cent. Like most pennies minted from 1959 until 2008, it features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. 2001 was a relatively standard year for pennies, with billions of them produced across the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The penny was primarily made of copper-plated zinc, a change from the pure copper pennies made before 1982. While it might look ordinary, there are some truly rare variants and errors that make certain 2001 pennies valuable. Now, let's talk about what makes certain 2001 pennies so valuable. Some of the factors include minting errors, rare variants, and a few one-of-a-kind pennies that collectors dream about. Here's what you need to know. First, let's discuss a few types of errors you should be aware of, like the double die error. A double die error happens when the die used to stamp the coin shifts slightly, creating a doubling effect. Look closely at "In God We Trust" or "Liberty" on the penny. If you see some doubling, that could mean big bucks. Another one to look out for is the off-center strike. This occurs when the blank isn't positioned correctly in the machine, so only part of the design is visible on the coin. The more off-center it is, the rarer and more valuable the penny becomes. Some of these can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Now, we've all heard rumors that some 2001 pennies are worth millions. But is there any truth to it? Technically, no regular 2001 penny should be worth that much. However, there are some unique cases, like experimental coins or privately minted coins, that could reach high prices due to collector demand. There have been instances where extremely rare coins, even pennies, have been sold for over $1 million. But those are either due to historical importance or unique factors. If you happen to own one of these, you could be looking at a substantial value. However, keep in mind that those types of coins are exceedingly rare and not typically found in circulation. So, let's say you have a 2001 penny in your hand. How do you determine if it's worth anything? Here's what you need to do. Look for signs of doubling, off-center strikes, or other unusual features. The coin's grade is crucial. A coin in mint state will be more valuable than one that's worn down. Grading services like PCGS or NGC can help authenticate and grade your coin. A small D or P indicates the coin was minted in Denver or Philadelphia. Some collectors prefer one over the other, although it doesn't drastically impact the value for 2001 pennies. If you think you found something special, consult a coin dealer or numismatist for a professional opinion. Okay, let's talk numbers. How much could a 2001 penny actually be worth? In most cases, a 2001 penny in circulated condition is worth its face value, just 1 cent. But, if you have one with a rare error and it's in mint condition, you might be looking at anywhere from $50 to $500. Some of the rarest error coins from this year have been known to reach higher prices at auction. While they're not usually worth millions, finding one that sells for thousands isn't impossible. It's always worth checking your change, you never know what hidden treasure you might find. Remember, coin collecting is about more than just the money. Each coin tells a story and is a piece of history. The 2001 Lincoln penny may be small, but it's part of a rich legacy in U.S. currency. Keep an eye out, learn to spot rare errors, and who knows? You might just find a hidden gem in your pocket. So there you have it, the hidden value of the 2001 penny and what makes it special. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found any interesting coins. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting for those rare coins. See you in the next video. Next, 1991 cent United States of America. Today, we're diving into the world of coins, specifically, the iconic 1 cent coin from the United States minted in 1990. You might be surprised to learn that some of these pennies can be worth big money, sometimes, we're talking millions of dollars. Could you have one of these valuable coins hidden in your piggy bank? Stick around to find out. Let's start with some background. The 1 cent coin, often referred to as the penny, is one of the longest-running coins in U.S. history. The design you're most familiar with, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, has been in circulation since 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The 1991 cent coin is part of the Lincoln Cent series and is composed primarily of copper-plated zinc. The U.S. Mint switched to a mostly zinc composition in 1982 because copper prices were rising, and it was too expensive to keep making pennies out of pure copper. So, by 1990, we had these copper-plated zinc pennies. In 1990, the U.S. Mint produced billions of these coins. They were minted at multiple locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most of these coins were produced for general circulation and are worth, well, just a penny. But, as we'll see, there are certain rare and highly collectible versions that can fetch much higher prices. So, what makes a 1990 penny worth more than 1 cent? It's all about rarity, condition, and a bit of luck. The face value of a standard 1990 penny might be 1 cent, but certain pennies from this year have skyrocketed in value due to unique characteristics. Some of these coins have sold for thousands, or even millions, at auction point. One key factor in a coin's value is its condition. Coins that have been preserved in pristine condition, such as those graded as MS-67 or MS-68 by professional grading companies, are highly desirable to collectors. Coins in this category have nearly flawless surfaces, sharp details, and exhibit none of the wear or discoloration typical of everyday pocket change. Now, let's talk about the legendary story of a 1990 penny that reportedly sold for a jaw-dropping $28.9 million. There are rumors and urban legends in the numismatic community about rare pennies reaching massive prices, and while it's unusual for a single penny to achieve that kind of value, unique examples have come close. In rare cases, certain coins with errors, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchet, can dramatically increase in value. Some collectors would pay fortunes for these rare pieces, especially if they're in mint condition. But let's be clear, authenticating such coins is key, and these high values are often reserved for extraordinary, verified finds. For instance, there are coins that may show a doubling on the date or on the word liberty. These are known as double die errors and are among the most sought-after errors in coin collecting. A genuine 1990 penny with this error could easily fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars. Alright, so how do you tell if your 1990 penny is worth more than face value? Here's a quick checklist. Look for any visible errors like doubling on the date or letters. Even slight errors can raise the value. If you have a 1990 penny with no mint mark, it was minted in Philadelphia. Those from Denver have a D, and those from San Francisco have an S. San Francisco mint coins are often proofs, and a proof in mint condition can add significant value. Is the coin shiny, with no scratches or signs of wear? Coins in near-perfect condition are always worth more. If you think you have a valuable 1990 penny, it's worth getting it graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Grading can authenticate your coin, protect it, and give potential buyers confidence in its value. If you're lucky enough to have a 1990 penny in pristine condition with rare characteristics, you could be sitting on something worth a significant amount. It might not be $28.9 million, but high-quality coins with unique features still sell for impressive prices. And even if you're not holding a rare penny, collecting coins is a rewarding hobby that allows you to own a piece of history. Building a collection can be a lot of fun, and who knows, you might just stumble upon a hidden treasure while going through your change. Remember to store your coins properly in a dry place, away from direct sunlight, to preserve their condition. So, could your 1990 penny be worth a fortune? Possibly. Remember to check for errors, mint marks, and the overall condition of your coin. And if you have one that seems special, consider getting it appraised. Thanks for tuning into channel name. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future coin or collectibles videos. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable coin or if you have any questions. Until next time, happy collecting. Next 2008 1 cent United States of America. Today, we're diving into the world of rare and valuable coins and focusing on one of the most surprising collectibles out there, the 2008 United States 1 cent coin. That's right. A penny. Just a single cent. But not all pennies are created equal. Some of these coins can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. We'll uncover what makes certain 2008 pennies so valuable, the rich history behind the coin, and what to look for if you think you might have a rare one hidden in a jar at home. Let's start with a little background. The 1 cent coin, often called a penny in the United States, has been around since 1793. For over 200 years, it has seen countless design changes, from Lady Liberty to Abraham Lincoln. In 1959, to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday, the reverse side of the penny was changed to feature the iconic Lincoln Memorial. This design stayed in circulation until 2008, making it one of the longest-running designs for the 1 cent coin. So, why is this 2008 penny potentially valuable? Sometimes, mistakes happen during the minting process, and these mistakes can make coins extremely valuable to collectors. For example, some 2008 pennies have errors like double dies, off-centering, or even rare planchet errors where the coin is struck on the wrong metal. Let's break down a few of these errors. A double die error occurs when the coin's design is stamped more than once, creating a doubled appearance. If you find one of these, it could be worth quite a bit more than a penny. Okay, now let's get into the juicy part. The 2008 penny, specifically if it has unique mint errors or was struck at the San Francisco Mint in a proof format, can fetch big money. Some examples of error coins from this year have been known to sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Proof coins, which are struck with a high-quality, mirror-like finish and sold to collectors directly by the U.S. Mint, are another type of 2008 penny that can have a high value, especially if kept in perfect, mint condition. Here's where things get interesting. A rare 2008 penny in perfect condition with a unique error or proof quality can attract the attention of collectors worldwide. One particularly stunning example sold for over $1,000 at auction. Now, these coins don't have a $22 million face value, but a unique error or rare condition penny could add significant value to your collection, sometimes worth 1,000 times its face value. So, how can you tell if your 2008 penny is worth something? Here are some tips. Look for signs of doubling, misalignment, or any unusual markings. Proof coins often have a very polished, mirror-like surface. Coins minted in San Francisco, especially proofs, can be worth more. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition tend to be more valuable. Remember, not every 2008 penny will be worth thousands, but they're still fun to search for and could surprise you. If you think you have a special coin, consider getting it appraised by a professional coin grader. A coin grading service can determine if your penny is a rarity and help you understand its real market value. Plus, with so many collectors out there, rare coins are in demand, making now a great time to start looking. So, next time you get a handful of change, take a second to look at each coin closely. You never know, one of them could be a rare 2008 penny worth far more than just 1 cent. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the fascinating world of collectible coins. Happy hunting! Next, 1962 1 cent United States of America. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of US coin collecting and the hidden value behind one of the most overlooked coins in circulation, the 1962 1 cent coin. That's right, a penny that could be worth a small fortune. Imagine a single penny that holds a staggering value of up to $37 million in rare cases. Intrigued? Let's dive into the history, unique characteristics, and secrets behind this valuable piece of American history. The 1962 1 cent coin is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which the U.S. Mint started producing back in 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny became the first U.S. coin to feature a historical figure rather than a symbolic representation. By 1962, this design was firmly established, with Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Millions of these coins were minted across multiple facilities, including the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The coin's primary composition was about 95% copper and 5% zinc, a composition that would eventually change in 1982. While these pennies were largely intended as everyday currency, certain factors have turned a few into sought-after treasures. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this little copper coin so valuable? For most 1962 pennies, their worth is only a few cents, even in mint condition. But a small handful of them are worth significantly more because of rarity, errors, and high demand from collectors. Let's break down the factors that can make a 1962 penny worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars. One of the key factors that can elevate a coin's value is a minting error. During production, occasional misprints or striking errors lead to what collectors call error coins. In the case of the 1962 penny, several error types make certain coins particularly valuable. These include caused when the coin's design is stamped twice, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect, often around the date or the word liberty where the design is not properly aligned, leaving parts of the coin blanked up. A rare type of error where the penny is struck on a planchet meant for a different coin. When it comes to errors, the rarer the mistake and the better the condition, the higher the potential value of the coin. The condition of a coin is absolutely crucial to its value, and that's where grading comes in. Professional grading services evaluate coins on a scale from poor to mint state where a higher grade translates to a higher value. A 1962 penny in near-perfect condition can command a premium. High-grade 1962 pennies can fetch around $10 to $15. But if you find an error coin in a similar mint state, the value can soar significantly. Imagine a mint-condition penny with a rare error. That's where the big money starts. This is where things get interesting. Many people have heard rumors of pennies worth millions. While the average 1962 penny doesn't even come close to that, there are instances where certain rare coins have fetched millions at auctions. But is there a $37 million penny? The reality is that the $37 million figure often associated with old US pennies actually refers to a unique case with a different rare coin. For example, in 2010, a one-of-a-kind 1794 flowing hair silver dollar was auctioned for over $10 million, sparking interest in high-value US coins. While number 1962 penny has sold for this amount, there are rare Lincoln pennies from different years, such as the 1943 copper penny, that have reached extraordinary prices. So, how can you tell if your 1962 penny is worth more than a cent? Here are some tips: look closely for any signs of doubling, off-center strikes, or anything that looks out of place. If you suspect you have a rare or valuable penny, have it graded. Professionals can provide a certified grade and authenticate any potential errors. Values change based on market demand, so check recent sales on auction sites or collector websites to get an idea of current values. Who knows? You might be holding onto a hidden treasure without even realizing it. So, while the idea of a $37 million penny might be more myth than reality, there's still a chance your 1962 penny could be worth much more than its face value. Keep an eye out for mint errors, check the condition, and consider having it graded if you think it could be valuable. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, discovering hidden gems like this is one of the most exciting parts of coin collecting. Thanks for joining us on this treasure hunt through American history and currency. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, keep your eyes open and check those pennies. You never know what you might find. Next, 1975 1 cent. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting with a look at a very special coin, the 1975 1 United States of America coin. You may have heard rumors about a coin from this era with a face value of $36 million. But, is it real? And if it is, what makes it so valuable? Let's rewind to 1975. This was a dynamic time for the United States. The country was gearing up for its bicentennial celebration, marking 200 years of American independence. Amid this patriotic atmosphere, the U.S. Mint was busy creating commemorative coins, which sparked excitement among collectors and history buffs alike. However, there's a twist. Contrary to popular belief, the U.S. Mint didn't produce any regular issue, 1 United States of America, coins in 1975. But some experimental and rare coinage was created around that period, sparking myths and legends about rare coins valued at millions. So, where does this story about a 1975 coin with a face value of $36 million come from? Well, there are a few different theories. Some collectors believe that an experimental coin was minted in 1975 with an extremely high value due to an error, or as a test piece. But here's the truth, no such coin has ever been confirmed by the U.S. Mint. It's likely that this story developed as a rumor or an exaggeration over time. That said, there are some incredibly valuable coins minted around 1975. The bicentennial coins, especially the silver versions, have significant collector value today, especially if they're in pristine, uncirculated condition. But if you come across a 1975 coin with a face value of $36 million, it's probably a piece of modern mythology. Now, let's talk about what is actually worth big money. First up, the bicentennial quarter, which features a unique design of a colonial drummer on the reverse side. Although these are common in circulation, finding a well-preserved one, especially in silver, can fetch a good price, around $20 to $50 depending on its condition. Another valuable coin from this era is the bicentennial half dollar, which shows Independence Hall on the back. In uncirculated or proof condition, the silver half dollars can go for over $100, sometimes even more if it has a high grade. And of course, let's not forget the bicentennial silver dollar. These feature the Liberty Bell and the moon on the reverse, a nod to American history and space exploration. Proof and uncirculated silver dollars from this series are highly collectible, with some fetching several $100s at auction. When it comes to coin collecting, rarity, condition, and historical significance are what drive up the value. While there might not be a $36 million coin from 1975, there are certainly plenty of valuable coins out there from that era and others. Coin collecting is like a treasure hunt, you never know what you might find. If you're starting out, look for coins with unique errors, low mintages, or interesting designs. Sometimes, even a seemingly ordinary coin could be worth a lot more than face value if it has an error or was part of a low mintage. Before we wrap up, here are a few tips for spotting valuable coins. First, pay attention to condition. Coins in excellent or uncirculated condition are always worth more. Next, look for silver content, as silver coins are more valuable by weight alone. Finally, consider getting your coins graded by a professional, especially if you think they could be rare or high value. And one more tip: research, research, research. Some coins are rumored to be valuable due to urban legends, but others have a real historical story and documented worth. So, while we may not have a 1975 United States of America coin worth $36 million, there's still a lot of fascinating history and real value in the coins from this era. If you're a collector, keep hunting, because you never know what hidden treasure might be in your pocket change. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more fascinating stories from the world of numismatics. Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare coin yourself. Until next time, keep collecting. Next, 1943 1-cent United States of America. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of numismatics to explore a very special coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 1943 1-cent coin, also known as the copper penny. You might be surprised to learn that this little piece of history could be worth millions. Stick around as we uncover its incredible story, its value, and why it holds such a significant place in American numismatic history. Let's start with some background. The 1943 penny is infamous in the world of coin collecting for one reason: it was supposed to be made of zinc-coated steel. During World War II, copper was in high demand for ammunition, so the U.S. Mint switched to using steel for the production of 1-cent coins. This change was intended to conserve copper for the war effort. However, a small number of these pennies were mistakenly struck using copper planchets that were left over from the previous year. Now, let's talk about rarity and value. The standard 1943 1-cent coins, made of zinc-coated steel, are worth only a few cents in average condition. However, the 1943 copper pennies are incredibly rare. It's estimated that only a handful exist today. In fact, the most famous of these coins sold at auction for a staggering $1.7 million in 2010. That's right, a single penny can be worth millions, depending on its condition and provenance. Many factors determine a coin's value: rarity, demand, condition, and historical significance. The 1943 copper penny checks all these boxes, making it a holy grail for collectors. In fact, a pristine example could potentially be worth as much as $36 million, especially considering the rarity and the excitement that surrounds it. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare copper pennies? Here are some tips. First, look at the date. If it says 1943 and you see a shiny copper finish instead of the typical steel appearance, you might be holding a valuable coin. Next, examine the weight. A 1943 copper penny will weigh approximately 3.11 grams, which is heavier than the steel version that weighs just 2.7 grams. Lastly, consider the mint mark. Check if your penny has a mint mark, D for Denver or S for San Francisco, located on the reverse side, just below the 1-cent inscription. Let's take a step back and understand the historical context. The United States was in the thick of World War II in 1943. The government was focused on wartime production and conservation of materials. Switching from copper to steel for pennies was part of a broader initiative to ensure that vital resources were available for the war effort. The unexpected appearance of the copper pennies was due to a simple mistake at the mint. These errors remind us that history often has a way of surprising us. It also raises questions about the processes and systems in place during such a critical time. If you're considering getting into coin collecting or investing, here are some tips to keep in mind. First, do your research. Understand the types of coins you're interested in, and follow the market trends. Join forums and communities where you can connect with other collectors. Second, consider the condition of the coins. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to perfect mint state. The better the condition, the more value it typically holds. Lastly, always buy from reputable dealers or auctions. The world of rare coins can be tricky, and it's important to ensure authenticity to avoid counterfeits. So there you have it, the remarkable story of the 1943 1-cent coin, a piece of history that exemplifies how something so small can hold immense value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, keep an eye out for these elusive pennies. Who knows? You might just have one worth millions hiding in your pocket. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more exciting content about coins and history. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or if you've ever encountered a rare coin in your collection. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Next, 1947 1-cent United States of America. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting, specifically focusing on a remarkable piece of history, the 1947 1-cent coin from the United States. You might be surprised to learn that this little coin could be worth a staggering $39.9 million. So, let's explore its history, rarity, and why it holds such immense value in today's market. To understand the significance of the 1947 1-cent coin, we first need to look at the history of the penny in the United States. The first 1-cent coin was minted in 1793, and since then, it has undergone various design changes and minting processes. The 1947 penny is part of the Lincoln Cent series, which was introduced in 1909 to commemorate President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Over the years, the design of the penny has evolved, but the essence remains the same. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Lincoln, while the reverse originally depicted a wheat sheaf, later replaced by the Lincoln Memorial in 1959. But what makes the 1947 coin so special? In 1947, the United States was recovering from World War II. The economy was transitioning back to peacetime production, which affected coin minting. Interestingly, the U.S. Mint produced a limited number of pennies that year, primarily due to the copper shortage that arose from wartime metal conservation efforts. Many collectors believe that the 1947 penny was minted in smaller quantities, leading to its rarity. However, the real reason this coin is so highly sought after is due to a unique error during the minting process. Let's talk about the infamous 1947 error coin. During the minting process, a handful of coins were accidentally struck with an unusual feature. Specifically, the date was misprinted, giving rise to a variety of rare pennies. This error created a perfect storm for collectors and investors alike. The rarity of the 1947 error coin, combined with its historical significance and the famous Lincoln image, makes it a centerpiece in many collections. We've seen these coins sell for astronomical prices at auction. Exactly. While most 1947 pennies are worth their face value of 1 cent, those with the error can fetch thousands, and in some cases, millions. This brings us to the current market value. In recent years, a pristine 1947 error penny sold for an astounding $39.9 million at auction. This sale shocked the numismatic world and brought new attention to the 1947 penny and its potential value. This price tag is not just about the coin itself, it reflects the growing interest in numismatics, particularly among younger collectors and investors looking for tangible assets. So, how can you determine if your 1947 penny is valuable? Here are some key indicators to look out for. The better the condition, the higher the value. Look for coins that are uncirculated, with minimal wear and tear. Check for any noticeable minting errors, like double strikes or misprinted dates. Consider getting your coin authenticated by a professional service to confirm its legitimacy and potential value. Remember, even if your penny doesn't have the error, it may still be a collectible if it's in exceptional condition. If you're thinking about starting a coin collection, here are some tips. Learn about the history and rarity of different coins. Books, online resources, and coin shows can be invaluable. Begin with coins that have historical significance or appeal to you personally. Join local coin clubs or online forums to connect with other collectors and gain insights from experienced numismatists. Sharing your passion with others can enhance your experience and knowledge. In conclusion, the 1947 1-cent coin serves as a fascinating intersection of history, economics, and artistry. Its potential value of $39.9 million is not just a number, it represents the passion and dedication of collectors worldwide. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting out, remember that every coin tells a story. If you enjoyed today's video, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Have you come across any rare coins? We'd love to hear about your experiences. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Next, 1948 1 cent United States of America. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics as we explore a specific coin that holds a rich history and astonishing value, the 1948 1 cent United States coin. If you think pennies are just pocket change, you might want to think again. This particular coin has a story that could be worth big money, potentially even up to $40 million. So, let's get started. The 1948 penny is part of the Lincoln Penny series, which was first issued in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny features a portrait of the 16th president on the obverse and the iconic wheat ears on the reverse. This design remained until 1958 when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design. The 1948 1 cent coin was minted during a time of economic recovery in the United States following World War II. It reflects the country's shift back to peacetime production and the normalization of the economy. Interestingly, the minting process for this year saw a few variations, including the wheat and the Lincoln Memorial designs. In 1948, the United States Mint produced coins at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The mint mark on the coin can significantly affect its value. A coin without a mint mark is from Philadelphia, while those with a D or S indicate Denver and San Francisco minting, respectively. The rarer the mint mark, the more valuable the coin can be. For instance, approximately 191 million pennies were minted in 1948, but a small fraction of those coins are in mint condition today, making them highly sought after by collectors. The coin collecting market can be quite unpredictable, but certain conditions can make the 1948 1 cent coin particularly valuable. Coins graded by professional services like the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation can fetch astonishing prices, especially if they are graded MS-67 or higher. In recent years, some 1948 pennies have sold for thousands of dollars at auctions. In fact, an exceptionally rare specimen in perfect condition can command up to $40 million. Yes, you heard that right, $40 million. Now, you may be wondering how a penny could possibly be worth this much. The story goes that a small number of 1948 pennies were accidentally struck with a mistake, a variety that collectors refer to as the double die error. This means that the design was unintentionally stamped twice, creating a shadowing effect that gives the coin an unusual appearance. These error coins are incredibly rare and often attract intense interest from collectors and investors alike. When a double die penny comes to auction, it can ignite bidding wars that drive the price sky high. Investing in rare coins like the 1948 1 cent coin can be a lucrative endeavor, but it's not without its risks. Just like any investment, it's crucial to do your homework and understand the market dynamics. Always consult with experts, attend coin shows, and stay updated on current trends. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual observer, the 1948 1 cent coin offers a glimpse into the past and the potential for significant financial gain. So, the next time you stumble upon some spare change, take a moment to check those pennies. You never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed learning about the 1948 1 cent coin and want to explore more fascinating stories from the world of numismatics, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Leave a comment below if you have any rare coins of your own or if you've ever found a treasure in your pocket. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Next, 1950. Today, we're diving into a fascinating piece of numismatic history, the 1951 cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny. But this isn't just any ordinary penny. we're going to uncover its remarkable value, its historical significance, and why some of these coins could be worth up to $45 million. Stick around as we explore the hidden treasures in your pocket. First, let's set the stage by taking a quick look back at the 1950s. This decade was a time of significant change in America. The country was recovering from World War II, and there was a surge in economic growth, suburbanization, and the rise of consumer culture. Amid all this, the U.S. Mint continued producing its iconic Lincoln penny, which was first minted in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln. The design of the Lincoln penny features a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse and the words, 1 cent, along with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that was introduced in 1959. However, in 1950, the penny was still in its earlier wheat design, which featured 2 stalks of wheat on the reverse side. This design was used until 1958, and the coins produced during this era hold special significance among collectors. In 1950, the U.S. Mint produced several varieties of the 1-cent coin. The 3 main mint marks for that year are P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. Most 1950 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, but the rarer San Francisco coins are where the true value lies. The 1950 S penny, in particular, is notable for its low mintage. Only 2,630,000 were produced, making it highly sought after by collectors. In contrast, the Denver Mint produced over 10 million pennies that year. This disparity in mintage significantly impacts their market value. Now, let's talk about condition. The value of any coin is greatly influenced by its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. A 1950 penny in good condition might be worth just a few cents, but if you happen to have one in uncirculated condition, it can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. For example, a 1950 S penny graded as MS-65 can sell for over $10,000. And if it's graded as MS-66 or higher, we're talking serious money, upwards of $45 million if it has rare characteristics or a historical provenance. The current market for rare coins is thriving, and the 1951-cent coin is no exception. Recent auction results have shown that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for high-quality examples. In 2021, a rare 1950 S penny sold for $28,000, showcasing the growing interest in vintage coins. But what makes this penny so valuable? Beyond its rarity, it's the story behind the coin, the historical context, the design, and the legacy of Abraham Lincoln. Collectors are not just investing in coins, they are investing in a piece of history. So, how can you tell if you have a rare 1950 penny? Here are some tips. Look for the mint mark on the reverse side. If it's an S, you might have a winner. Use a magnifying glass to examine the coin for wear, scratches, or blemishes. Some 1950 pennies have unique errors that can increase their value, like double die errors or off-center. Don't hesitate to consult a professional coin dealer or get your coin appraised if you think you have something special. If you're looking to buy or sell a 1951-cent coin, there are several avenues to explore. Local coin shops, online marketplaces like eBay, and coin shows are great places to start. Just be sure to do your research and know the value of your coins before making any transactions. A checklist of tips for buying and selling coins. In conclusion, the 1951-cent coin is much more than just a piece of currency. Its historical significance, unique designs, and potential for value make it a captivating topic for both collectors and history buffs alike. Whether you have a penny sitting in your pocket or are considering starting a collection, remember that each coin tells a story. Who knows? You might be holding on to a treasure worth millions. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more amazing content on coins and collectibles, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you found any rare coins? We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep hunting for those treasures.